I'm curious what the outcomes are after you've spent time, you use this at the front end of your program.
Right.
And you have, what a luxury, right? A week to work with people. And what do you hear afterwards when people have had a chance to integrate it a little bit into their thinking?
Yeah, so it is what we use to launch the program. It's the first thing we do. But then with the knowledge of what the archetypes are, then the activities that we do the rest of the week, we walk through a change simulation and an innovation simulation, and we put them in teams based on their archetypes. So purposefully mixing them up so that they can take advantage of the strengths of a broader range of archetypes. So they're using it right away and they're seeing application of it right away. One of the activities we do that seems to have the most impact, because we do archetype, we do a whole day of it. And the morning is really about understanding yourself and the various types. But then when they come back from break, we give them homework, and their homework is, in the luxury of being, in this COVID space online, is most everyone's in their home. So we give them homework to go find an artifact, something that's personal and meaningful to them that really describes their primary archetype. And if it can explain more, if their secondary or their third, that's great. Come prepared to share your artifact and tell the story around it.
I love
and
that.
that's just,
oh my God, that's so cool. What a cool exercise. Yeah.
And that's been super powerful, getting people out of that sort of science headspace into a more relational, when you get to see, what people value and what's important to them in a very tangible way, connecting to their larger life, that has had a lot of impact. And so then they appreciate that the rest of the week and as they're doing their scenarios. But then, we have people coming back afterwards saying, I really want to do this on my own team, because of that new look on relationships, how we interact with each other and how we can, use each other's strengths. And then, so that's probably the most impactful, if I can use that word, activity or exercise we do. And then in the afternoon, we switch over to looking at culture as an organization. And so we go through several examples, have them come up with their own examples. We have them archetype their own team and their broader organization. We talk about, how do you see yourself? How do you think your customers see yourself? And who do you think you need to be? So one example, we had an HR team and they said, we think we're caregivers. We think that our customers probably think we're rulers coming down with the law, but we really want to be sages, right? We want to be, be the information source, the subject matter experts that they come to solve their HR challenges and opportunities. So it was a really robust conversation about, so if this is how we see ourselves, how our customers see us, what is it going to take to move us to this place we think we need to be? Yeah.
Well, I know what's so great about it is literally within the course of a few hours, they've learned the language. Yeah. And now they have this framework that they can have a conversation that's aligned with something.
Right.
I'm also hearing when you talk about how they come back and they want to do it with their team, I think what happens is they've had some kind of internal experience with the work, right? Mm-hmm. You've introduced a concept, an idea, framework, and they had an internal experience of identifying like their own story, and it had an impact that makes them want to share it. So I love that.
Yeah,
I love that opportunity.
Yeah, they don't, it's because of our science function, there's not a lot of opportunity to get personal or vulnerable. And so I think that having that even small experience with a simple artifact has been really powerful.
Like permission.
You need a wall.
Permission to show up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to have little images of everybody's artifacts, and you just fill a wall with them. What a great way to tell your story.
Yeah, we've seen great things. We've seen T-shirts and artwork and models and photos and just really some really cool things with remarkable stories. It's been really, really just fulfilling to just see people sort of loosen up, show up into that space and be real and connect in a whole new way. And then, of course, like I said, people are asking us after seeing it to bring it to their own teams. And not only is that building the relationship there, but because we do that organizational culture piece, it's really sort of what in those teams where we're using it, it's really driving some robust language around, who they want to be as a team. It's making the conversation about vision easier. And I think the conversation about team norms or expectations easier because of that common language.
The common language, yeah, that crossover between the individual and the organizational sharing the same
shortcut. Yeah, it's a shortcut, right? Having those.